my name is Miranda and today I'm here to react to the first teaser trailer for the Shadow and Bone series that's coming to Netflix in April. I'm actually really surprised that we got the trailer. I know it's a teaser trailer, but like the trailer already. Just because usually Netflix, like with their shows, they don't put like a trailer out actually until like a week before like the thing is supposed to premiere, if you've noticed. So I was really surprised when they were like promoting it on social media, being like, hey, there's something coming tomorrow, because I'm like, obviously it has to be a trailer, but like, would they do a trailer this, like, it's technically still February, so this is like a month and a half in advance, almost 2 months basically. And it's also a teaser trailer, like I said, but it's like almost 3 minutes, which is very surprising because teaser trailers I usually think of like a minute to a minute and a half long or less. So I'm actually like impressed that we're gonna like be getting some stuff. Probably not like the storyline, you know, but an idea of like people who like the books will be like, oh, I recognize this, and people who don't will be like, this is interesting. Tell me more. Ooh, that's so cool. It's like the opposite of Frozen too. Even though this came first, obviously. She looks so good. Like, she actually looks like a teenager. Or I think they age them up to 18, but like she doesn't look like a 20-year-old playing an 18-year-old. Ooh, it's so creepy. Oh my gosh, that looks cool. That looks like Stranger Things Demogorgon kind of. Wow, they have a really good budget for this. Like, really good. Oh, Prince Caspian. I was joking with my friend. It was like every like 5 years, Ben Barnes reappears in my life somehow, and this is the time. Look at all the. Oh, that ring is so cool. Yikes. What's all with you? Oh, I love Ben Barnes. Damn. There's Jesper, Kaz, and Inej. I feel like I said all those names wrong, but whatever. I didn't see Nina or what's his name with the M? I don't know, sir, and you're pressuring me. A map maker. Okay. So the special effect at the end there when she's like all glowy didn't look great, I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, it looked like they had a really good budget for this, which is very impressive and good because I feel like with their previous ones, I feel like you can tell when the budget's like CW. Like Cursed I liked, but like the budget on that sometimes I was like, this feels like they definitely have a bigger budget, which also can be a little bit more concerning because that means there's more writing on it. So this one, there actually wasn't a ton that I recognized in the trailer because I know it's gonna sound bad, but I have not read Shadow and Bone. I've only read the Six of Crows trilogy or duology. I read those two, and then I started King of Scars, which I know is sounds so weird because like, how do you understand King of Scars without reading like the first series? I'm gonna read it, guys. I promise. I promise you. It's just I not like the first Shadow and Bone has like the love triangle with the Darkling and Aelin and all that. And I just don't want to deal with it, you know? So, like, I will read it either before or during when the show comes out, but I do, like, so that's why I'm more particularly interested in seeing the Six of Crows people, which we only got to see briefly 3 of them. And they didn't really talk or anything, like, we just saw them briefly, which makes me think, like, in the, like, actual trailer, we'll see, like, they'll set up more because there also is, like, in the books, these take place at separate times. Like Six of Crows takes place after Shadow and Bone and all that. So to now be making them take place at the same time, if it is gonna be, I mean, like maybe it's gonna be kind of like The Witcher, where it's like there's like 3 kind of different timelines all happening at the same time before converging. Maybe that's gonna be the case because it does feel like that's just always been my concern, is like how well is it gonna mesh? Because I feel like Shadow and Bone, when you read it, and like my friends read it and told me about it, like love triangle, girl with special powers, discovering like who she is. I feel like it's very quintessential YA for the time that it came out. I feel like Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows have very different feelings. Like they're more of a heist novel. Anti-heroes is what Six of Crows is kind of more. Like they're not like, you know, if you've read it, you know. So that's why I just feel like they're very different, distinct feels. So like to mesh them into one story is going to be interesting because it's like from this it looks like, okay, she's the main character, blah blah blah, all the stuff's going to be focused on her and the Darkling and stuff like that. So then how do you also focus in this like crew of people. Maybe it'll be like when they first meet each other or something, since they have been going about it for a little bit when we do meet them in Six of Crows. Did they cast a Wyland too? I'm just thinking about that now. They must have, right? Because I know we didn't see Nina and Matt, that's what I call him, but did they cast him? The one main character who's not been cast is Wyland. That's so weird. So did they add him? Or maybe they did add him afterwards, but no, it says, to reiterate, it seems like fan favorites Nikolai and Wyland won't be in season 1. Okay, season 1. That makes sense. So maybe, like, the plan is to bring them in later, which, again, would go with my theory with more of, like, oh, we're going to bring, like, this is how they meet, and then we're going to bring them in afterwards. So, I don't know. It's going to be super interesting, super intriguing, and I really think that, like, hopefully this could get YA back on the map a little bit, because I feel like after, like, the crash of, like, Divergent and Maze Runner and all that, people were just so oversaturated in the market because studios were trying to do the movies without really caring about, like, what they were actually like, you know? Like, it was, like, just get the movies out. And I really think, like, the last good adaptation we had was probably, like, Hunger Games, and even that kind of started to get old towards the end with splitting Mockingjay in 2. So I'm excited for this one because I feel like hopefully this will, you know, show that if you really put the care and the effort into doing a YA adaptation, they can be just as good as The Witcher or, you know, something more adult themed or something like that. I do remember feeling like they aged the characters up or they aged the series up, so it is like technically like an adult series, but like not like weird, just like it's not going to be like 16-year-old kids. I think I could be wrong about that, and then it also kind of makes sense, I feel like, based on the actors they've picked, because like if you put like a 16-year-old with Ben Barnes, that ain't gonna look right. But if she's 18, yeah, he doesn't look that old then. He's actually probably not that old. Like, I was like 10 when he was Prince Caspian, and he was probably 20, and to 10-year-old me, I'm like, that guy is definitely 35. Oh no, he's 39. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So, I'm just really interested to see more. I want to learn more about the story, the background, and like I said, the main thing is how they're going to handle Six of Crows characters meeting with these like Shadow and Bone characters, because I don't want it to take away from either one, but I also don't want it to feel like forced of like, oh, now we're switching over to Six of Crows characters, you know? Like, I want it to mesh well, even if they don't meet for a while. Like, I feel like there are shows that can do that. Like Stranger Things, season 3 did that so well, where we had like 3 separate kind of storylines that all then met towards the end. So if they do something like that, I think that would be really, really interesting, but then also setting up exactly how are we going to bring in these characters that play an important part in the books that aren't there yet. So like, how are they going to stretch the plot out is going to be very interesting and very intriguing to see. So if you have seen the teaser trailer and are excited for this series, please leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments, any Easter eggs or anything you noticed like that. And yeah, I'm just super excited. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!